I'm Alex, and I am a graduate of Lyme laser. I'm just finishing 9 months of the entire treatment protocol. And I would say for sure I am roughly 95–96% better. I have a completely normal life, which is really exciting. I have a steadiness that I haven't had in several years, 2–3 years, like a steadiness in how I feel and in the levels of energy that I have and in the strength just of mind and of body that I haven't had since for several years. So I came to Lyme laser back in October of last year, and I just couldn't seem to get better. I had tried, I had Lyme, I had multiple other tick-borne illnesses, I had mold, and I just couldn't seem to kind of get past that 40–50% hump. I had done tons of antibiotics, I had done tons of Chinese herbs, and self-treated myself, and worked with expensive doctors and things like that, and I just couldn't seem to get better. And so when I found Lyme laser, I was like, okay, something about that just really seems like it makes sense, because it's a whole spectrum of, they look at everything about you. They look at how you eat, they look at how you sleep, they look at everything about stress, everything about life they incorporate into your protocol. And I just think that no one had ever done that for me before. And on top of that, they really listen to you. They're able, for me, I had symptoms that I had still been struggling with for a long time that I always felt almost kind of too scared to even talk about. And they were able to get it out of me. And it was great because I realized that I wasn't the only person that had those symptoms. I kind of felt like I was the only one who had that, and so I wasn't. It's a process. It's not a quick fix. It's something that you do that becomes part of your life, and both in the way you eat and the way you manage your stress and the way you sleep and the treatments and the supplements and the tinctures, they become really just integrated into your life, and they become a way of living that I'm really happy to be engaged with. And what else? To me it's really wonderful to be feeling well again, and to be able to go and enjoy life, and kind of almost close the chapter on that period of my life where I was just so bedridden and so sick that I just could never, I never thought I would get well again. So, here I am, and I'm just so much better, and I, attribute all of that to Lyme laser, because it really works. And it's something I've always also really loved coming here. I'll miss it a lot. I enjoy coming here because I've made friends, and I'm listened to in a way that I've never been listened to and really taken care of. Even from my first initial visit here, I was really shocked at how much they take care of you here. So I'm just so thankful that a place like this exists with the diseases that are just so terrible. And it's a miracle that this exists. So if you're thinking about it, or you have a loved one that you want them to come and to do this, I suggest you just come, because it really does work. And I've seen it with other people that come here and myself. It's something that you should just come and do, because it really does work. All the antibiotics, all the other stuff that I've tried, maybe they help marginally, but you don't really get that whole approach from every aspect of your life that you do here. So you get that here, which is wonderful. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I should mention.
Were there any challenges going through the protocol, or are there some things that helped you get through the protocol?
Yeah, challenges for sure. The first 2 or 3 weeks, I think, were a challenge, just because it's a change in your life. I was addicted to caffeine and drinking, at least 1 cup of coffee every single day, and right when I wake up, and so kicking caffeine was definitely hard at the beginning, but I don't think I'll ever go back. So, and the kind of one of the things that was recommended to me was to eat a lot more, and so I think I like doubled my calories, and that actually really helped with my energy levels. And you know, a lot of the food was really yummy, so I got to enjoy that.
Good.
And I actually kind of like one of the things that happened was like I came in here really underweight, like unhealthily underweight, maybe 30 pounds. And since in the last 9 months, I've literally gained 30 pounds of weight. So I feel and look like a normal, healthy 6-foot male. You know. So,
good for you.
Yeah.
Good. Now you can take care of your daughter too.
Yeah.
You were having trouble with that.
Yeah. I have a 3-year-old at home, 3.5-year-old at home, and most of her life I've been sick. And so it's really like wonderful to be able to like play with her on the playground again and be able to, I don't know if anyone can move at the speed of a 3-year-old moves at other than a 3-year-old, but I can at least keep up, you know, so, which is wonderful. And I'm not like, you know, too tired or too aggravated because I'm so tired and like that. So that's just a great thing. And my wife and I just went on 2 weeks of vacation for the first time in years, and I was able to feel well the whole time. Had no issues, no fatigue, no like flu-like symptoms or any minor stuff. I just felt good the whole time, and it was shocking. I was like, at one point I was like bracing for when my symptoms are going to come back because I think I'm doing too much, and it just never happened. I felt good the whole time. Yeah,
I remember one day you told me you were able to hike with your daughter, which you hadn't been able to do for a long time.
I hiked up Mount Wachusett, and I put my daughter like on my shoulders, and from the very bottom and walked all the way up with no issues. Just kind of stormed right up the mountain and back down again. And I was like, God, and I felt really good doing it. And that was the first time that that was like my first like, oh my gosh, like I'm getting my life back.
Yeah. And your wife is happy.
My wife is thrilled. It's a sense of like, you know, that what the impact that Lyme has on, you know, on spouses and other family members can be really hard, and and so to not have that stress anymore from being here, I think is a huge thing for my wife and the rest of my family as well.
Now you can live your life.
Now I can live my life.
Good for you. Good. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. It's like I don't know what the word is. It's like just so exciting to, you know, be able to wake up in the morning and not have to manage like being sick. You just can live your life.
It's a new life. Yeah, good for you.
Thank you.
Proud of you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank you.
You're welcome.